Hello everyone, myself Pratik Bayari. I'm the team lead Marcom for GHRC. I handle all the social media and the event marketing and design. So before we go into the webinar, I would like to talk about GHRC and what GHRC is. So GHRC, which is also known as Global HR Community, is a digital community platform for HR professionals, people managers, business leaders, academicians, and students. And we provide a platform for people to connect, learn, grow, and contribute. So the platform, and we are honored to have the India 5000 top MSME awards, and we are ranked among the top 10 LinkedIn communities. And this platform is built around the five guiding principles, which is discover, connect, learn, grow, contribute. So coming to the connect part, so join a global network of 2,700 plus professionals and build meaningful relationships. Participates in events like webinars, networking events, professional workshops, and you can also join to the groups. We have various interest groups like talent supply chain management and purpose and passions club and etc. And you can access a directory listing of HR service providers and coaches and individuals, and you can find your services there. And if anyone wants to enrich their company, as in this directory listing, you can contact us. And in Learn, you can access 1,50,000 courses covering 1,800 plus skills and access to a vast library of articles and blogs. In Grow, accelerate your growth with the Career Next job portal. We have a job portal which almost has 2,200 plus jobs enlisted here, and it also has a free resume builder. Access the Mentora, which is an AI-powered leadership bot, and My Pay Buddy, which gives you AI-powered salary insights based on your on the market in standards, and Career Mate, which gives you career planning and career path plans. And in Contribute, you can contribute any of your document, white papers, research papers, and any of your things. And all this participating in the globalhrcommunity.com website, you can get points based on that. So for every activity like liking a comment, posting in any post, or engaging in a group, you can get points. With those points, you can get awards and recognition at the end of every month. So essentially, the benefits of GHRC community is networking, learning, and development, and it's a collaborative platform for career growth. So we offer various annual memberships that suits you, and also for your companies or any institutions or colleges. So thank you for the attention, and now let's move on to the speaker introduction.
Thank you so much, Pratik. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining for today's GHRC webinar, Purpose Beyond Profession. I am Ritika Halakati, and I'm working with GHRC from last 2 years now, and I'm taking care of HR and events here. So, in a world where career moves fast and demands keep changing, many of us find ourselves searching for something deeper, maybe meaningful, fulfillment, and balance. So, today's session is all about exploring that space between work and life and understanding how purpose can be cultivated and not just found. We are also excited to introduce the Passion and Purpose Club, a GHRC initiative with in collaboration with Vajram Antiques and Gardens. Just a second. Bringing together creativity, well being, heritage, nature, and community. Now, let's meet our speakers. Shrikant K. Arimanitaya, the CEO of Zarpi Lab and entrepreneur in residence at the Machani Group. With over 30 years of experience leading transformative initiatives in AI, learning, and human capitals, and the managing partner of Singularity University, India. He is also the co-founder of multiple ventures, including Mantrika AI, Vasara Partners, and the Communios AI. He is known for his holistic approach to leadership, integrating technology, purpose, and community. His mission is to help people and organize grow meaningfully while leaving a lasting legacy. Then we have Arun Rakshit. He is a IT pre-sales leader with 25 plus years of global experience in SAP implementation, strategic bids, and digital transformation across major industry. He currently drives solutioning and business growth as a director pre-sales. And Arun is widely respected for his ability to blend technology with clear business value. His work focuses on innovation, collaboration, and enabling clients to achieve measurable and suitable outcomes. Welcome, Shri Sir and Arun Rakshat. Over to you.
Yeah, hi. Thanks. Shri, can I go ahead?
Please
Go
go
first
ahead.
and
Especially
yeah.
Ritika, thank you for your kind introduction.
Hey,
Please
Ritika,
go ahead,
thanks.
Arun. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so a warm welcome to everyone joining us today. Leaders, creators, dreamers, and seekers from diverse journeys. Right. Today is not just a webinar, it's an invitation. It's a starting point, I would say. A moment where we pause a bit, right? Pause life's pace and look inward. Am I audible?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So, in a world obsessed with speed, many of us quietly long for depth, right? We have built careers, led teams, created impact, yet many of us carry a quiet awareness. There must be more than what fits inside a LinkedIn headline, right? So, that is something we are trying to explore today. So, to begin, let's start with a story, one that holds a mirror to our own journeys. All right. So, all right.
You are
There was
moving the
once.
slides? Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I just checking who is moving the slides for you. Yeah.
No, I think I'm moving it myself. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. There was once a seed that lay dormant underground for years. All right. Other seeds sprouted, bloomed, and faded, but this one just waited. People believed it had fate. Nothing happened, no movement, no growth. But then, one summer, a forest fire swept through the land, and when the ash settled, something remarkable happened. That dormant seed began to grow because its shell could only break open under heat. This is a fire of change. Okay. Then there's a bloom. I believe many of us are like that seed. Our burnout, uncertainty, disruptions are not signs of failure. They are nature's way of preparing us for a different kind of growth. And that is why the Passion and Purpose Club was born to help us find the soil where our next chapter can grow. So, and with that thought, there is someone who has been deeply reflecting on how purpose and leadership must evolve together. Shri, you have often said work and purpose are not competing forces, they are converging. Would you share what you are seeing in the world of leadership today? Shri, over to you. Thank you.
Yeah, Arun, thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Very warm welcome to this session. We'll be together next 1.5 hours to maybe, depending on your questions, I can stay back a little more. And Arun, thank you very much for telling that analogy of a seed, which require little heat to break its cover and grow. So all of us, what you summarized this beautifully, goes through various situation in life, good, bad, ugly, and our ability to really consider every moment of our life positively and use it that for our growth. So I'm in Udupi today. Yesterday, Narendra Modi was in Udupi, and he really completed the Kodi Yagna of writing Bhagavad Gita. The Swamiji, existing Pariyar Swamiji, promoted people to write Bhagavad Gita, and the entire process started 2 years back when he took the in charge of the what you call priesthood of this temple. Every 2 years they change, 8 months they keep on changing every 2 years. So he want to promote Bhagavad Gita, and he asked all the people who visited the temple to take one book. In all languages it's available, and he asked us to write Bhagavad Gita to really learn and reflect how it can be applied. So yesterday our Prime Minister came and concluded that yagna which we started 2 years back. So it is a wonderful moment for all of us to watch. 1 lakh people attended, and 2 chapters they recited along with the Swamiji. So I'm a big follower of all religious learnings, not only Hindutva, whatever good lessons we can learn from other religious learning, I always follow. So two things resonates very well from the Bhagavad Gita is how do you make your mind a friend, not an enemy? That's what Krishna says Arjuna when he refused to fight. So I'm a big believer of mindset. Mindset is going to define us in the coming years who you are. And Singularity University closely monitor and encourage the leaders who follow Singularity philosophy, saying that in the time of stability your skill set will help you, but we are going through a high disruption where the skill set may not help you. You require your solid mindset, and Singularity focuses on nurturing the mindset of abundance, mindset of purposeful mindset, the mindset of exponential growth, moonshot ideas, and longevity. I'll come back on purpose a little later. But the point I was telling is the mind is a very powerful companion of each one of us. And how do you pay attention to our mind? And how do you take signals from our mind? And how do you execute our vision and dream is very, very important in your life. That's the reason Bhagavad Gita says, make your mind your friend, not enemy. Your mind can be enemy also. If you started thinking evil thoughts, it will direct you in multiple folds with that evil thought, and it will destroy you. The second biggest learning in Bhagavad Gita yesterday, the Swamiji iterated, is in terms of what Arun mentioned. All of us has gone through good, bad, and ugly part of our life. We go through winter, we go through summer. So your ability to take all seasons, your ability to take the pain and pleasure what you go through in your life with equal attitude, and when you enjoy pleasure in your life, thank God. And when you go through the pain, again take the help of the God to get your pain process and come out of that. So today what we are going to talk about is a very important topic called purpose. So from the, again, going back into Singularity perspective, the 5 mindset which differentiate an average performer to an excellent performer, the 5 mindset which define the success of leaders, the 5 mindset which will differentiate your organization from others include, the first one is the purpose, the purposeful mindset. So there is a saying that there are 2 dates in your life are important, and one day is the day you born, and all of us celebrate our birthday with cutting cakes and other celebration forms. But the second day important, which we seldom even recognize, forget about celebration, is the day you understood why you born on this earth. So the first one is the day you born on the earth, you have to celebrate. The second one is why you born on this earth. Again, research shows that, everybody being sent to earth by the supernatural power, we call it God or whatever form, with a purpose. But unfortunately, 95% of the people move out of this planet or die without understanding their purpose. So purpose is the North Star of our life and leadership. And there is a saying that, if you know why of what, somehow what will happen. So why is purpose? So what we need to really do in this session is defining your purposeful journey in your life. And how do you really start by discovering your purpose? And how do you nurture your purpose throughout your life to create exponential value for you and enterprises and family? So that is one thing we are very, very happy to discuss with you today. In that context, the purpose is a North Star which guides you when you are confused in your life. It shows you how do you really navigate in a complex world or in a world of uncertainty by clarity is what purpose is all about. Move in the next slide, please. So what we need to do today is we have been working with various organizations. Arun, you want me to use my deck? I can share.
No. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
keep going. It's going slow.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what our objective for Visara and the new startup we have is to help students and leaders to discover their purpose. Assume that you could get a clarity of your purpose very early part of your childhood, and the rest of the years you do much wonderful job than otherwise. So I got clarity in my purpose is when I was working for EY, early part of my EY 19, I think 2019 is where I joined EY, because EY is a purposeful company. That's the reason a couple of my ex-EY colleagues joined this session. They understand the importance of discovering your purpose. So EY company purpose is building a better working world, and every leaders were encouraged to define their purpose and align their purpose with organizational purpose. Now, coming back into one of the biggest opportunity and concern I have today is at the age of 7th grade, maybe you are around less than 10 years, parents force us to decide our career choices, whether it's engineering or MBBS. These are the two popular careers we had 5 years back. Now new career forms are emerging. But that's the time we need to teach our kids what is the importance of purpose and helping our kids to realize what is their purpose at the very early stage, maybe when they are in the 7th grade, and assume that the children got the clarity of why, of what in their life, they do much better than others. But there's a saying, better late never. So now a lot of leaders in the call, nothing you missed in your life, it is not too late. If I can inspire at least 2-3 people in this call to really define their purpose and help them to articulate the purpose and realize the purpose, we could have definitely made a huge difference to this kind of programs. I'm not telling everybody, if everybody does nothing like that, if I can influence 1 or 2 people to really define their purpose and live their life with that purpose, will be absolutely fantastic. Now, let me start with what is purpose and what it is not. A deep-seated motivation guiding our actions and decision is called a purpose. It is something drives us every day to get up early morning and work till late night and work really hard to make a difference. That energy is called purpose. But it is not a simple goal statement or a target you define and keep it in your workstations or in your home. It is the what you call deep-seated motivation. We'll discuss a little bit how it is to be identified and nurtured. The purpose is a reflection of our core values and drives meaningful action. Purpose is our DNA that defines who we are. Our values, our beliefs, our action guided by these values and behavior. All this is our identity. This is our DNA. And the third one is it provides a sense of direction and fulfillment in your life and integrates into all aspects of life, influencing personal and professional decision. So purpose is the soul of your body and it guides you. So I have with me in the room for your benefits, I'll just show the camera a little bit. Dr. Bhaskar Rao, who is sitting here. And Bhaskar Rao is a very senior leader in academics as well as in literature. And, I don't want to, and he also writes columns and write books. And he's my advisor in Udupi. We are doing a lot of work in Udupi. Where I'm sitting is 160 employees sitting outside. We do A annotation and a lot of work for our global clients from here. We hire graduates and we train them to really aspire more, and we train them to do more. So
hold a master's in education
yeah,
from Manchester University.
yeah, he has done his master's in education, Manchester University in UK
England, yeah.
in English, and he has done a phenomenal job. I don't want to, if you don't mind, what is the age, sir?
76.
76. But the way he moves around, it's like a 70, and his passion and purpose and willingness to learn every day in life is very admirable. So why I want to talk about Bhaskar Rao, who is 77 or 70 years old, is to really tell, if you have purpose, if you have passion, age is not a problem for you. Age is not a limitation for you. You can keep going on. Knowing him, I am very sure. Only wish is God give him more health, and he will continue to contribute to society, maybe another 3-4 decades. So, thank you, Bhaskar Rao, to joining us today, and I'm very sure you will jump in as appropriate. Yeah. Okay. So with that, purpose is the soul. It is the energy. It's the motivation which drives you. It guides you. And when you are in trouble, it is the North Star which you need to always look for. So with that, let's move into the next one. So the purpose was populated by many writers and authors. One who has done a phenomenal job has been he has written many books. His name is Simon Sinek. If you want to really look at his book, is a Why of What. He has written a beautiful book, and purpose literature. He has done a lot of research on that. And he was also advising EY when I was there to really drive a purposeful organization and purposeful leadership. To further clarify, all of us grew up in our management journey by using these jargons like vision, mission, objectives, strategies. So let me connect this a little more to give a clarity. The purpose, represents the core reasons for an organization existence. Why do they exist in this planet? And it extended beyond mere profit. It encapsulates the organization overarching societal impact and contribution. That's the beauty. It is not only profit. That is a table stake for any business, isn't it? If when you do business, you don't want to lose, and they will not be in the business. So that is given. But the ultimate objective or purpose of the business is to how do you really impact society, or what drives you. And if you really look at, I have done a lot of research on purposeful organization or other organization who doesn't have clarity in purpose. And there are a lot of research shows that in terms of the revenue growth, margin, and the total value they bring to society is exponential compared to organization who doesn't have purpose. Similarly, the leaders who have clarity in their purpose, they outperform their peers in the industry in their leadership journey. And a vision is a forward-looking statement. That means, what we are going to achieve in the coming years. And the values are guiding principles when organization which believe in driving the business, and objectives are measurable targets, short-term and long-term targets business want to achieve. And strategy is basically resource allocation and how they are going to achieve. So why is purpose? What is objectives? And how is what you call it as your vision, values, and strategy? So this is what we need to be very clear. Why, what, how. Then comes the when is part of your objectives, when you want to achieve these milestones and everything. So again, go back into my initial statement. If you know why of what, which is your objectives, your strategies, which is how, somehow the how will happen. And somehow the why will happen. So we need to have a good clarity on why we do what. That's very important aspect, part of this. Then another very interesting aspiration we need to come together today is the work and your personal life is integrating very fast. Especially COVID have taught us that there is no work and life separate. There is no, today, I'm very sure all of you agree with me. I can't say 9 to 5 is my work hours and 5 to 9 morning is my personal hours. It used to be. When I was in GE, many of the roundtables employees come and complain saying that I have to stay at office up to 7 or 8 o'clock and my work life balance is disturbed. So please do something on that. Today, there is no line which I can say this is where your work starts, this is where your work end, this is where your life starts, this is where your life end. So this is a very important thing we need to accept. The work-life balance is gone and work-life integration is what we are facing today, or we are going through it. In the work-life integration, the integration point, what you see in this two concentric circle is, I call it as a greater purpose of life. A greater purpose of life have work-related purpose and a personal purpose. And how do you really, and this interception may be small interception like it shows. Some people, it may be bigger interception. Some people, the both rings have merged together. For them, the work is life and life is work. And the purpose around that drives their actions. And some people, these are two different things. And they find very unhappy in their life. And their contribution to the work also average. So if you try to separate these two, your personal productivity, professional productivity, the personal happiness and professional happiness will not happen. So then the challenge is, how do I really understand my work purpose and align that with organizational purpose? How do I really understand my personal purpose in life? And how do I integrate with my work purpose and drive excellence in the corporate or office I'm working, as well as what I do in my home or in my personal and professional life? How do you integrate that? So that is beautifully articulated in this picture, and you'll get more clarity in the coming slides. Arun, let's move on to the next one. Then if you really look at why purpose is important, it provides clarity and direction in life, which we agreed. It acts as a source of motivation and sustain your energy towards long-term goals, even in the face of challenges and when you face obstacles and resistance by other stakeholders. You will not go back because purpose is very clear and you will stay at course, and that purpose will energize you and engage you in any tough situation. So the social impact, what it can create is absolutely phenomenal with the people who have clarity in their purpose. Your purpose can inspire others and have a transformative impact on the community around you, and enables you to leave a lasting impact and transcends your immediate environment. So, to sum up, the professional impact leads to great job satisfaction and drives passion and excellence in your work, leading to higher productivity and professional success, which will lead to the personal satisfaction and personal growth. So, as I mentioned, I can send you any number of literature on this. We'll send you all the literature definitely in a mail, those who attended. And every research shows that the people with the purpose do very well in their life. People with a purpose make a bigger societal impact beyond their personal and family impact. People with a purpose and leading the organization inspire their subordinates and stakeholders. People with a purpose and people working for a purposeful organization are healthier, happier, and they create exponential value, not linear value, compared to their peers in the industry. Now the question comes, you have a purpose. The purpose says that what am I here to achieve, or what I am here to contribute. That purpose, once it's clear, now next 4 things are very important. That's what we are going to talk about in next few minutes. So before that, a lot of people ask me when I do this session saying that, is purpose, can it change in my life? When I was a 7th grade student, I had a different purpose. When I had in ninth, I had a different purpose. 10th, then I started my career and life, I have different purpose. When I achieved my middle age, I have different purpose. The answer is no. But one way, what you're asking is, I have seeded my purpose when I was in the 7th grade or 8th or early stage of my life. But can I clarify that? Can I get little more elaboration on that as I grow in my career and life? So answer is yes. Purpose fundamentally doesn't change as you grow up in your career and life. But as you grow up in your career and life, you get clarity on your purpose more and more. And you can articulate your purpose to stakeholders much better. And you will see that purpose is always guiding you. It is a North Star which always inspires you, help you to take right decisions in your life. And purposeful leaders are magnet of talent. They attract people. Purposeful leaders are magnet of customers. They attract customers. Purposeful leaders build a larger ecosystem and give meaning to the ecosystem. So I'll tell you two narration which I recently encountered. One is Madhusudan Sai, which is in Mudanahalli, which is near a Bangalore airport. So I went to his ashram, which is around 400 acres. So his capex per year is around 1,500 crores. His OPEX, that means operational expense, he spent for salaries and other benefits he give to his entire ecosystem is 700 crores. So somebody asked him, Swamiji, how did you manage this? And he said, look, I am in this Karma Bhumi of Vishwesharaya because that's a place, Mudanahalli. He said, when I came here, I had my clarity of purpose was there. I want to really give it back to society and focus on three things: health and nutrition. Then I came here with that purpose. And since I have clarity of that purpose, all the stars aligned. All the stars aligned. And people who want to help me came like a magic and helping me. I also have experienced this. Once you have a clarity in purpose, people want to be with you. I should not talk much about me, but till I'll tell you, when I left EY, the people who worked very closely with me, those who were inspired by the purpose I had, which I used to articulate, they resigned and came and joined with me. None of them asked me what should be my compensation, what will be my title. None of them asked. And at least in the call, we have few people. But in my organization today, I have close to 15 people who worked with me in EY and my previous organization. And many of them took a salary cut and joined me. Two of them took significant salary cut and joined me because they want to be part of this purpose. And they know that what they lose now, they will get compensated at a later stage. So that is the magnet called a purpose. It attracts talent. It attracts your ecosystem much closer to you. Then comes the passion. A purpose with a passion is absolutely a magnifier. And when you are purposeful and if you are passionate, nobody can stop you. And again, a purpose without passion is also not going to help you because passion is a magnifier and purpose give you clarity, and you need to have next to P, I call it as passion. And passion in G, we call it as infectious passion. When people hear your purpose, which you articulate with the passion, people will get excited. People want to be part of that. So that is the power of the passion. The passion is what activates or subjects ignite my excitement and energy. That is called a passion. And that passion is infectious in nature because you spread the energy with others and your purpose is a magnet and you spread that to attract more people towards you and your organization. The third one is partnership. We cannot do anything alone in this world. Again, singularity after purposeful mindset, it talks about abundance mindset. And we are living in the most abundant world with the technology coming in, not scarcity and fear. Since we have abundance, if you want to do big impact to society, if you want to achieve big things in your life, You require partners. You cannot do it alone. And that is the reason we have built partnership in our community. And Arun, who is in the call, he also, when I started a couple of things, he used to come and visit me at least once in a week. And recently he said, I want to leave what I do, professional career, and come and join your organization. And he another example of took a huge salary cut and come and joined. I'm very sure we will get where we want to be. So the partners is important. Partnership of leaders, partnership of firms, alliance partnership with other vendors. In our 1 year of existence, after I left G in 2024 February, and we could strike large number of partnership with the leaders. Many of you are in the call, and large number of partnership with the big enterprises like Singularity University, EXO, Exponential Organization, Abundance 360, TED, we are the official partners, Aspire, which is a leadership education for underprivileged students, which they go through 9 weeks of leadership development by Harvard professors and content. And Sanath, who is in the call, has done a phenomenal job of canvassing large number of students who are first generation graduate and underprivileged people for the program Aspire. And because of purpose, these people come because we are impacting first generation graduates and underprivileged graduates with the Harvard program. So that's very purposeful than the money and the title we enjoy in your life. So partnership is very key to be success. Then you have to build portfolios of life. That's a secret sauce I will share a little bit in the coming slide. That means today our portfolio definition is in the investment banking. An investment banker can come and tell you, put money in gold, put money in land, put money in FD, put money in equity, and they will tell you how do you balance your risk by diversifying your portfolio. Absolutely same concept is used in career and life portfolio. And you agree with me, all of you have phenomenal skill set and passion. And you have huge experience, but you are boxing all these things in your current title in a corporate which you are serving. But that corporate doesn't understand your purpose. That corporate doesn't understand your passion. That corporate will not give you enough platforms and partnership to bring your whole self and build a portfolio. So, give an example, a software engineer after academic completion, he or she joined as a developer. Then his or her job or passion has been, how do I become an architect after 8 years? How do I become a competency leader after 10 years? And how do we become a delivery center leader after 15 years? So every focus has been on a particular job or a role. But that person can do many things in his life. And he or she doesn't focus on this. For example, I always tell my daughter, she loves her HR job in EY. She's still in EY. And she is a good baker. She make very good baking of cakes and everything. But she doesn't have time. Whenever I go to her home to meet her, she always in front of laptop, work hard from morning to night. But I know her other skill set and passion, but she doesn't have time. So always I tell, bake something, you like baking. And I tell him I send her many case studies where people who loved baking started doing this as a passion, which I mentioned, and connected to their purpose. And they build partnership and they grow their business into multi-million business in baking. So a person who like teaching, I know, I always tell, can you take every day, every week, few hours and go and teach in an MBA institute, or can you do teaching in leadership development? You have a lot of other skills and potential experience. How do you apply for it? So that is one thing I did in my early part of career. I'm an MSW. In 1993, I passed out. I started my career in Kudramukh Iron Ore Company as a welfare officer. then what I did is, whenever I get a chance, I always raise my hand to do anything outside HR. So early part of my career, I got an opportunity to head mergers and acquisition. Then I got an opportunity in Britannia to become CIO, Chief Information Officer. When I was in CSE, I was invited to lead a business of $1 billion. In EY, I did HR, plus I did enablement services, delivery excellence, and also AI before I left. So that is one how, but they asked me, hey, now leave HR and come and I'll give a business role. I said, sorry, I can't do it. HR is my passion. HR is my purpose. Whenever I release an offer letter to others, I feel I'm doing an act of what do you call it as Lakshmi, goddess who is giving somebody a wealth. Whenever I train somebody, I feel very happy that I'm doing an act of Saraswati, imparting knowledge. Whenever I help coach people to execute in their business, I feel I'm performing a role of Durga, where you are helping it to execute things. So for me, HR is a passion and a purpose in my life. It's a noble profession. I can impact lives of others. Once I impact life of others, I'm impacting family. Once I impact family, I impact society. That's the reason whenever I come to Udupi Center, I feel so happy that I could provide jobs to people and impacting their career. So I have a girl who's sitting here, and you should definitely know her. Her name is Remya. Remya, can you come closer? And Remya is an engineer. And she really self-made girl. She completed her education through scholarship and support of things. When she came and met me, she was in Bangalore. She studied in Bangalore. And she said, I want to really have a job. Then I said, Ramya, I don't have an engineering job. I have what do you call it as business roles. Do you want to come and join me in Udupi? That also you have to go to your hometown. And she came back, and today she's a kind of a junior program manager. She does everything. Remy, I want to say two sentences about it. Don't worry, shy. Don't just talk about it. About you. Where do you engineer and what did you do today? Yeah.
Yes, my career started like I did engineering. Hello everyone, I did engineering, yes, but I met Shri and she said that I have these much things. I want to start in Udupi, I want to grow in Udupi. So like I started with Shri after that. Then I got to know many things, what he is doing, what his purpose and everything. Then one by one, I took the position of recruitment. Then I came to program management. And yeah, then now like virtual executive assistant to support global clients and all. I got the opportunity from Shri, and also now I'm doing HR things. So I came to HR. So many I had a too much experience. What I can say here.
Very
Yes.
good.
Within
Thank
a
you.
short period. Yes.
Thank you. I was watching outside today. So I saw Ramya coming in a scooter. So I felt in a two-wheeler. I felt so good about it. That she's doing an amazing job during Singularity University conference in Bangalore. The entire team from Udupi and Ramya did a phenomenal job of mobilizing 600 leaders to attend this program and planning and executing. Of course, Ramya has been mentored by another ex-EY girl, Lakshmi. I don't know whether she's in the call. Lakshmi has been coaching and mentoring her in her life. So why I mentioned this is absolutely when you have purpose in your life. One of my purpose is to impact people in villages. So I'm part of Indie Villages. We have 1,400 delivery people across 12 villages like Emignur in Andhra near Mantralaya, Anandpur in Andhra Pradesh, Raichur in Karnataka, Bagalkot in Karnataka, Udupi, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and Varanasi. And what I did not do anything. One of the case study I heard when I joined Machani Group as an entrepreneur in residence. And when Indie Village was started for annotation center in Rajasthan, ACC made a condition that they have to start in ACC cement factory. There is a small place they had. You can start and give employment to villages here. So we want, and they put a condition, you have to be only hire women because we want to get village, a lot of women are there. We want to make them self-reliant and work. And when we started, none of the people from Rajasthan, that village, I think the Basti is the name of the village, they don't want to join us because the girls were not allowed to go out of their home. And even at home, they are not allowed to talk to any male face to face, and only they can answer to a question asked by brother or a father. So then we appointed Ekalavya, I think that's a voluntary organization name, wonderful lady, Dr. Chandana. She's from that village. She went to each house and convinced the family why giving a job to a woman or a girl children is so important. And she convinced, and she got 200 girls to come to the delivery center. And today, these girls were well respected and protected by villagers. Even if they go after 6 o'clock, villagers know this girl is from Indie village. And we did a small workshop 2 years back in Bangalore. I got one of this girl who working in Indie village to come and talk to us. And she was wearing a jacket and everything. And she was telling, look, after I joined Indie village, the entire culture of the village changed. We got our rights to work. We got our rights to come out of the home and be part of the society. And one girl cried and said, I lost my dad a few months back. When before Indie village came there, I was not allowed to talk to my father openly. Now in my family, as a girl can talk to any guys in the home. And I wish if my dad alive today, I would have expressed many things I want to do it in my life to him. That's very touching, isn't it? So that is the purpose. When you do an organization like Indie Village, you see the kind of impact you create to the life of the people. So coming back into this purpose, passion, and partnership, you build portfolios in your life. And these portfolios, you want a platform to grow your these portfolios. That's important of the platforms. And the GHRC is one of such platform. And we want to give you GHRC as a platform to build your personal and professional purpose, help you to articulate your passion, and help you to partner with the similar minded people and build your portfolio and use our platform to magnify your portfolio or leverage your portfolio exponentially. So that is the 5 P's we put it in our platform from our own experience of a purposeful mind, fueled by passion, go out and be building partnership with a similar type of purpose and passion and build your life and career portfolio. And for that, we are offering you the platforms. If you go into the next slide quickly, and Arun, just tell me if I'm taking too much time. I know we have another 1 hour. Purpose, defining your true North Star. The 5 fundamentals of your purpose. The first one is you need to ask you when you define purpose, who am I? This is very profound question. You need to learn to answer it. I'll give you my own examples of this. When I was a G, I was one of the youngest vice president when I was 27. So I was running around. I was at that time a husband. I got married when I was 23 and half, 24. I was a father. I was a son. I was a brother. I was mama. So I have different role. And I was vice president of G. I have all these roles. But at that time, who am I? If you ask me, I would have told you I'm a vice president HR of G. But I was a father. I was a son. I was a brother. That identity did not inspire me at that time. I was telling. So I regret some of things at that time. I did it because my identity, I chose to be vice president of G. Then next question, when you answer who am I, you need to be self-aware. You need to align with the values, unique contributions you bring to the table, and what kind of growth and fulfillment you want to have it in your life. So that is who am I. Second, what do I do well as a vice president of G? For example, if my identity at that time has to be a good father or a good son, I would have choose to do very different things at that time. But my identity was very different at that time, vice president of G. I missed many things what I'm supposed to do. I could not contribute to my family. I could not contribute to my society as much as I could have done at that time. Then for whom you are doing what you are doing as well, then do they really want it? And how do they take it and change their life? These are the 5 questions of defining your purpose. I'll tell you, when I left DXC in 2019, I had a very good job. I resigned to join ANSYS. ANSYS is one of the very big company, $36 billion company. And as a CHR and a CMO in Philadelphia, I have to relocate back to US. I came from US 2011 after 9 years working in New York. So my daughter said, why are you going back to US again? I said, it gives you a few $1 million. And and it's a title, again, CHRO and CMO, reporting to CEO. Ajay Gopal, Dr. Ajay Gopal was the CEO. And she said, why are you doing that? That why purpose of this? I said, we can make a lot of money and we can happy. I said, don't you think that we are happy now? I said, we are happy, but we can be more happy. He said, will you buy an aircraft for me? My daughter at that time was doing MSW in Christ College. I said, probably we can. I can buy an aircraft if I go and work 3-4 years there. Then she made me to realize that we don't want your money. We don't want your aircraft. We want you. Then she told me very profoundly, Dad, I took MSW because I also did my MSW. He said, you are my role model. I want you to be here when I learn MSW. I want you to be around. And I want to discuss with you a few things when I do the same course you did it. You inspired me to do that course. Now you are going back. I cannot come. And then I said, my God, I made a big mistake. Then I changed. That's the time EY came and offered me. I resigned for this one. I joined EY. So if I summarize my interaction, at that time, it is not the CEO or not the CEO or not the CHRO. I was a dad. That was my identity at that time when I chose it. And what do I well? I need to really be around her and help her. And when I said that, I do it for whom, I always say I'm doing it for family, but they do really want it, what you're doing. But she doesn't want money. She doesn't want my title. She want me to be around her, helping her to grow in her life. And I stayed back, no regret in life. It really helped her to become a better girl and contribute. And I could stay back and got much clarity in my life, much clarity in my purpose of life. Then I could not only impact my family and society much better. So these 5 questions are very profound. Who are you? What do you do well? For whom you do it? Do they really want it? My daughter doesn't want that, but she wants something else. And she took it what I given. And how do they change their life? So this is the 5 questions we need to ask it. When you do purposeful life, you could answer all these things and you will get better clarity, and that will be profound in your journey. So this is one tool, I use it. Then if you go to the next slide, there are a lot of other tools available and literature available. Normally we do 1-day workshop on purpose, and Singularity have a tool called Purpose Finder. You can go and download it in your either Android or your OS. It's called Purpose Finder. If you type it in your app store, you can download it. And another one is called www.moonshotplanner.com, which we talk here in the next few slides. So here telling once purpose is absolutely important in our life. And that's what great people talk about. Another analogy I said, when NHRD, National HR, has done a conference when I was in Britannia in 2012 in Palace Ground in Bangalore, national conference. So they asked Vinita Bali, my boss, to be the chairperson, and she agreed if she's around, I'll come and do it. So Vinita and myself did that, entire guiding the content and the conference. The first condition she put is, if you're doing any HR conference, I want 50% people managers to come. I don't want only HR people come and talk about HR, no fun. I want leaders who are the customers of HR to be in this. Then we did the conference, so we got Sri Ravi Shankar, Guruji, to do keynote, and he came. His presentation was very profound. He showed a video where his devotees working day and night to restore a place which got hit by tsunami or something like that. And they worked day and night. He go there and told them, please take rest. You have been working last 22 hours without even having food. He showed that clipping and said, this is motivation. All HR people sitting in this room, can you motivate your employees like what you seen in the clipping? Even they're not eating. I have to go and tell them, eat and sleep and take rest. They are charged, they are going. Then that's a question he asked. Then, Sharath, you have any comment? Okay. So he said, you are talking about designing HR policies, program for employee engagement and motivation. Do you know why these people work so hard? Because they have a purpose in life. And I have a purpose in life. I could inspire my purpose and align with their purpose. I don't pay them salary. I don't give them titles. And many of them who are working there are engineers and doctors, not even a blue collar person working there. They are lifting bricks, sand, and constructing. They're cleaning by their this one, and that is called a purpose. The purpose is a magnet. It will attract people to come and alive for you and align with you. So if that purpose is massive transformative purpose, then it could really inspire people to come and work for you. It really, so these are massive transparent, inspires thousands of people like Sri Ravi Shankar or others do it. They could inspire thousands of people with their purpose. And massive transformative purpose, you have to stay at course for many years. It's not a quarterly, it's not 1 year or 2 years. Decades you have to focus to achieve that. So when John F. Kennedy, you should watch that small clipping, don't miss it, in 1962. Yeah, he made a speech. This title of the speech is Why We Choose to Go to Moon. That was the title of the speech. Why we choose to go to moon. Not because it's easy to go or difficult to go, because we had a purpose to see whether any mankind or any life in space. If not, we want to send life to space. That was his purpose. From there, the moonshot idea came, the concept of moonshot. We do one-day program on moonshot ideas and exponential growth. We did last one in last month, 62 leaders attended it. Next time we'll let you know if anybody interested should join. How do you grow 10x, not 10%? And how do you drive the 10x growth through moonshot ideas is what we give. It's a very structured program with the tools and templates and mindset required to drive that. So the massive transformative purpose is a magnet of attraction of your followers and your team and the customers to be part of your journey. So John F. Kennedy used to visit every quarter after 1960, his announcement, 62 announcement of moon mission. One day he walked into NASA campus. A guy was walking out in a civil dress. He asked, who are you? He said, Mr. President, I am so and so. He said, what do you do here? He said, I'm preparing a man to be sent to moon. But that person was a janitor. He's not a scientist. He was a janitor. And this moon mission, the purpose behind moon mission inspired many people, and they're very focused on that mission of sending a man to the moon. That's the magnet of purpose. Now coming back to the next slide. Next slide, please. Going to the next slide. This is what we said, the purpose finder. In our GHRC portal, there is a small icon at the top. After it is part of, in GHRC, we do discover yourself, connect, learn, and contribute. And in discovery, we have certain AI tools to, a lot of psychometric tests we have, they're called Unbox Me. You can go there and take any psychometric assessment. You can build your profile. You can understand your purpose. Once you have clarity on what you want to do, once you know your DNA, nobody can stop you. And I will also recommend another excellent book, which should be your book. You should read every day and keep it inspiring you, is called Great People Decisions. It's a red book, color book. We have it here. No, we don't have it here. We have? Yeah. In my Bangalore library, I have. Written by Claudio Fernando. The title is Great People Decision, Why It Is Important, Why It Is Difficult, and How to Master It. As a business leaders, we need to take people decisions, whom to hire, whom to fire, whom to promote. And today, most of these decisions are intuition based. Today we are building another product called Mantrika.ai. We call decision science company, moving from intuition to insight in people decision. In that framework, Claudio says that the successful people, the foundation of their success is know your DNA. They know their DNA. What is DNA? DNA means distinctive natural ability, not the biological DNA. They know their distinct natural ability. They know it, including the purpose for which they born in this earth is their distinct natural ability. Once they know it, and once they understand their DNA and work on their development and needs in the DNA, nobody can stop them. So that's the reason that book is so powerful. I used to do one-day program on called Great People Decision in earlier companies. Now I would like to do it in GHRC. Maybe Pratik, we should do that once, one-day session. Maybe next webinar we can do on Great People Decisions, and also talk about a little bit on Mantrika. We are writing a book called Mantrika Way, which is how do you AI and HI work together and create a insight for people decisions. So now come the passion. We discussed purpose, how to identify your purpose. Two tools we recommended, the Purpose Finder and moonshotplanner.com. Both have literature and AI-enabled tool. It will help you to answer. Then the passion. Identify your purpose, then set clear goals and fuel that with passion. And biggest differentiator of an average performer and a good performer is the passion, not the skill set. It is the mindset. The difference between average performer and a good performer is the mindset they bring to the organization, not the skill set. And this is very powerful. That's the reason Professor Kogan, who is the head of leadership development and psychology in Harvard, said, in the time of stability, skill set is important. In the time of disruption, mindset is important. So what is passion? It is infectious energy. Again, you read a book, an article called Manage Your Energy, Not Time. Time is finite. 24 hours is 24 hours for all of us. None of us get a 1 second as a grace. But what you can do in 24 hours, your success will be depend on your energy. 4 types of energy. The physical energy, your ability to work from morning to night. The intellectual energy, the reading, reflections you do it. Then the third one is called the emotional energy. You should not get burned out with a tough situation, emotionally, resilience, overcoming this. The last one is the spiritual energy, which is purpose. So energy is the differentiator, and energy is manifested through your passion. And energy and passions you can associate closer, or you can call it, but that is what a leader is being differentiated. In GE, when Jack Welch was the CEO, we used to have a leadership card, and one of the core values of GE at that time is called infectious passion. GE wanted its leaders to have infectious passion or energy to drive transformation. So that's a passion. Let's go into the next one. Once you have clarity on your purpose and you fuel it by passion, a purpose without passion, you can't do much, to be very frank. You have to articulate and demonstrate your purpose with enough passion. Then you have to build partnership. And in the Purpose Club for Green, which is what we are launching today, Arun and myself are partners. And both of us have farmhouses, and we want to do biofarming. We want to do agri-tech innovations and everything. And we thought let us get people with a similar passion like us on agriculture. And those who have similar purpose is to transform the way we do agriculture in India using technology and other things. Let's come together. So that is why we are inaugurating today Passion and Purpose Club. And there the partnership was important, leveraging strength and resource of others, enhancing credibility, and you become a partner for others, sharing risk and cost, learning and innovation, and other things. So partnership is very, very important to build your career and life portfolio. And one of the career and life portfolio we are building is around farmhouses, or green farming, or biofarming. We are doing it. The fourth one is what we call it as the purpose partners. here the purpose partners, GHRC, we launched a community within GHRC. Keep going. Yeah. Is what we call it as, having a platform for you to demonstrate your purpose and passion in whatever we do. And one of the such platform is Green Initiatives, what we are doing in biofarming and everything. Now move into the next one, Arun. Next slide. We have done it. Yeah. No, keep going. I don't know why. Yeah, stay here. Go back in the previous slide, sorry. And this is the platform. So those who get into GHRC, there are two platforms we are rolling out, or clubs. One is on Purpose and Passion Club. Another one is Talent Supply Chain Management. We want to get all the people who are working in recruitment, learning, skilling to come to that platform. We'll be inaugurating very soon, which I will personally lead on Talent Supply Chain, and Arun is going to lead on Purpose and Passion Club. And within that, the green is what you are. So those who join, they can get into this club, and we are going to do a lot of work virtually and in person around farming. In fact, we want to get all the people who have farms to come into this platform and share their hobbies and lessons learned. And we do some experience in each farms to go around and meet people and spend time there. Now coming back to the next slide, please. Going to the next slide, Arun. Yeah, this is what I built my portfolio today. As I mentioned, I had another slide. I think this is a little different, where I showed when I joined 1993 as an HR officer, then become CHRO, then diversified my skills into CIO, delivery lead, chief AI officer, and everything. Then I had at that time a lot of other passion and purpose is teaching. I want to share my knowledge. So I started as a teacher in MBA colleges in 1993 when I passed out. Then I used to stand up training a lot because I like giving back to others through teaching. A teacher is a twice learner, and every leader need to be a teacher. So then other portfolios I built it today after resigning EY, GHRC, and I have two restaurants. Vajram is my online portal where I do antique and a lot of other collections for sales and demo. Then I have 2-3 experience centers in Udupi where I'm sitting here. It's near Manipal, 1 acre. We have 160 people working, but outside you'll find a lot of antique and Bali experience centers. Behind me is one of the antique. This place have a lot of Tanjore paintings. I have around 220 Tanjore paintings I collected because I was so passionate. And my purpose is to preserve antiques and educate people on antiques. So this is how I built my portfolio. And some people say, hey, Sri, you have a complex portfolio. How do you manage it? But I'm not recommending you should have a complex portfolio. At least take 1 or 2 things outside your career function and identify how can you give it back to society, your whole self, not the functional title you carry in a corporate. That's the whole idea of helping you to build a portfolio. And when you build this portfolio, you're touching many lives. After I left EY, at least directly, I could touch around 400 employees through the jobs we created. Indirectly, I touched many, many people and villages and society. So that is the power of building this portfolio. You reach as you through your skills and experience and purpose and passion is so much you can give it back to society. Move to the next slide, please. So the question comes, these are some of the examples of my restaurants, how it looks, my experience centers and all this kind of stuff. So it's not an advertisement of what I do, just to show that how did I, what you call, expanded my portfolio into multiple things in my life, because I was very passionate about this, to really bring this to real life. The next one, Arun, then we can conclude and open discussions. Yeah. Can you move to the next one, Arun? Yeah. Then you are going to talk about it, this, Arun?
Yeah, there's one slide where we are saying, 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is,
We can hear you. Go ahead.
say the potted plant and the forest is something, like, am I echoing?
because
Yeah, I'll go on mute. Sorry, maybe you may be going.
yes, yes, yes.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Am I audible now?
Yeah.
Okay, this is one slide where I'm trying to say most of us live like a potted plants, right? We are so contained, structured, and confined. Imagine stepping into a forest where roots intertwine and growth is shared. So that is what Sri, you were talking about, right? So we need to follow our purpose, and our work and purpose should converge together. So that is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, got it. Yeah. So absolutely, it's a good one. Potted plant, you are boxed, and your growth is narrowly defined. In a forest, you are part of the ecosystem. Your ability to really help each other and seek energy and help from others, a community concept is absolutely phenomenal. Now let's move to the next slide, Aaron, and then
Yeah.
we'll summarize it and open for any questions. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think it's the last slide, isn't it, uh, Arun?
Yeah, so
That's
this
okay.
is the
Yes.
some openings.
Yeah. Okay, done. Sorry, because Arun was preparing everything. So thanks, Arun, for first of all helping to put all these thoughts together. So coming back into what's the key message? Please spend some time reflecting your purpose. And we are given you two links. One is the Purpose Finder and moonshotplanner.com. And once you define your purpose, please fuel with the passion. The difference between a person who can grow 10% and 10 times is the passion, the energy. So you believe in your purpose and fuel it with the passion. Again, purpose can get sharpened as you go in your life, but fundamental concept your purpose doesn't change because your DNA. So a lot of people ask, can I change my purpose as I go? I say, don't say change. Can I clarify? Can I amplify my purpose as I start living by it? Absolutely get more clarity. You can amplify it, not change it. Unless you choose a wrong purpose. And if that time I was immature, I did not pay much attention, that's not mine. And I want to do this, that's fine. Nothing is permanent. Then once you have passion, we want you to really build partnership. We are living in the most abundant world. And if you want to do big things, you need to partner with others. And once you have purpose and passion and partnership, please build portfolios of your life. Don't restrict yourself with the traditional career of software engineering, finance, HR. Expand your horizon because you can do a more. You have humongous potential. God has sent you in the earth with more than what you do in office. You can do and you can impact. So you need to build your portfolios and you need to find right platforms to magnify and amplify your portfolios. So coming back into our GHRC, the Passion and Purpose Club is to enable people, especially in Arun's passion of, green. And it can be a farmhouse or it can be vegetation in your backyard or whatever it may be. We want to bring the community and help you to bring your passion to life. And through this process, we also want to remind everybody how can you really build a huge portfolio. And Arun did a very interesting research. And Arun, we could not convert into the deck. And I just want
Yeah.
to talk out a few, or you can share as we do that. There is a global agri-tourism growth today is expected 8.10 billion in 2024, is projected to be 15.78. And if you really have agri-tourism, whether it can be a farm or whatever it may be you start with a small uh, passion, but it can be a big business model. And in his collection of research, what he has done it, I like few of the things where people started as a part of their purpose and passion, but they grow into a very big business, which they never could have done it in corporate, creating such a wealth and impact to society. Then the ex-consultant who turned heritage into business in South India. One case study. Some of who began collecting old doors, pillars, and windows as a hobby because he was fascinated by his look like me, craftsmanship and history. Over the time, he collection hobby evolved into a curated antique experience center. Now, hospitality companies, designers, and firm studios source from him. His passion became a cultural asset and a business. Outcome cultural preservation from commercial. That's what I started doing when I did my farmhouse. I used to put old pillars and doors. So people come and ask me, Sri, where do you get it? It is very nice. Then I put a one Tanjore painting. Then people said, where did you get it? Then I thought an idea, can I create a shop? So I started sourcing antique pillars from Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Andhra Pradesh. And I went to Bali and imported 2 containers of antique wood furnitures from there and stones like Buddha. Now I have an online store called Vajram Antiques and Garden, and have 3 experience centers and 2 shops, including one Udupi in Car Street. I started one shop, and it's absolutely, for example, even if I don't do anything, only I focus on this, I can have a very high quality life because it's giving me a lot of good income, which more than any professional CHRO makes in the industry. I start as a passion, and there was a purpose of preserving heritage and articulating the heritage to others. So that's a good story. Another one is a global pattern, Patagonia, Brewdog, Arovali. So here, somebody liked as a Patagonia started become someone loved climbing, Brewdog, and started with the 2 friends brewing beer for fun. Arovali's workshops, craft clusters, and organic farms began the company's experience, and now they support thousands of livelihood from there. So thanks, you have collected a very good articles of people started something as part of their purpose and passion, and it become a big multi-billion-dollar enterprises. So that's the case study we want to share as we grow in our community. This is only a kickoff, and this is only an introduction about importance of having a purpose, passion, and how do you really build partnerships and build portfolios, and extend that growth through the platform you build it. So Arun, I think we have enough coverage on this. Now I'd like to
Exactly.
really go around and check anybody have any questions or any thoughts, either GHRC as a platform or me and Arun as a leader. If anybody want to come and meet us one-on-one, absolutely no charge. Now we do consulting, but we not charge you guys. We can really help you. And normally we want to do this in my backyard where we have an experience center. You can do it. You can experience all things what do. So the biggest ask for all of you, life and work is integrated. And I'm not telling moonlight, don't do that. For example, if you're a software engineer, I'm not start telling to do a coding job or a coding product. But if you are a software engineer, you like food or gardening, you are passionate in craft, do that and amplify that. That's the whole point. I'm not telling moonlight and start a business. That's not the idea. The idea is you will find a lot of things in your life beyond software engineering, and understand that, magnify it, and build a portfolio and build passions and connect that to your purpose so that you can impact. That's the story we are telling here. Okay, any questions or thoughts? Sharmila, thanks for being in the video. I've been watching. Normally, when we do virtual, if everybody you're talking to laptop, at least I can see some faces and eyebrows and smiles during the session. It energizes a lot. So, Sharmila, do you want to reflect or any comments from your side? Since you are,
Yeah,
yeah,
I was about to raise my hand.
yeah.
Thank you for doing this session. It was very eye-opening, and it kind of led me the whole session the way it worked. I started thinking about, okay, what do I do and why do I do that? I started thinking about that, and then I realized that I have passion for gardening. I have about 560 pots in my house
Wow.
right now. And then another thing that I realized is that um, taking our culture to the world is something that I have been envisioning for a long time. That is my purpose, is what I think, because
Yeah.
I would like to meet you and talk about it and
Absolutely.
get your insights on it and
Absolutely.
get your help on it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's
And
another thing
Sharmila,
that I've been, yes.
yeah,
And
sorry, go ahead. You finish it. Yeah.
yeah, because I've been in the US for the past 25 years, 27 years, and
Mhm.
came back to India 2 years ago. Stayed with my mom for her last days. But yeah, that's one thing that has been there in my mind always, because every time I come here, I take back something from the village that has been made with hand, and I roam around a lot, buy stuff from remote places and take it with me. And people really enjoy it in US. And they ask me, where do you bring it from? So all these gifts that we take back are not from they are either from the culture point of view and things like that. So I would
Yeah.
like to talk about it with you. Yeah. Thank
Please,
you
please
again.
come and let's spend some time. And
Sure.
Ritika can coordinate that meeting. Let's do it in my office. And we have done a lot of research on those who are passionate in agriculture through farming. You have a 1 acre farm, 2 acre farm, or you have a balcony garden. You want to put vegetables or vertical garden. I think we should come together. And I saw an article in Europe or somewhere, the entire women in a particular community, in a city, they don't have farmhouses. They started growing vegetables in their garden, and they transferred know-how each other. And they started putting a vegetable farming company, because around 400 houses in that colony, somebody took a research and and they could really convert that into as if they have 50 acres of land and doing farming. Can you imagine it? So it's unbelievable, how we can do. And Singularity University have one of the vertical called Agritech. And My aspiration is to bring, if you have a farm, drone, IoT, and agri-tech, and also the small places you have inside your house, or a balcony or a terrace, how can we convert into? And if you really look at the biggest productivity in future doesn't come from farmlands, it comes from vertical farming, not from horizontal farming.
Yeah.
So you can go, sky is the limit, we say. You have a garden, you have a house with a terrace. For you, the sky is the limit. You can grow vertically as long as you want. You can grow, isn't it? So it's very interesting to bring some thoughts. I have two farms. Then I could inspire many people to do farming. And whenever I go there, the kind of energy I get, the kind of passion, no, nothing can replace it. And
Or the plants inside
so
the house,
yeah,
right? I've kept plants inside the house, and that was something
yeah,
that helped me cope with all the depression and everything that I was going through when I lost my mom 2 months ago.
absolutely,
So that's something that, it feels like someone is there with you.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And
Very
uh,
strong.
and
Thank you.
also, yeah, sure. So, and also, as we discussed, right? So, we plan to build a community with a small membership fee kind of a thing. And we also plan to, like get together once in a month at least, and then collaborate and discuss about, what are the projects together we can bring in, and then we also will have a community events, right? And networking opportunities, obviously, right? So when we all get together, so we help each other and see how what we can bring together, right? Following our purpose. So that is something we plan to do. And also, as part of this community, we plan to arrange some workshops, master class, wherein we will have experts coming and explaining, or probably we'll go to their farm or arrangement where we can personally see, witness, what is the
And
benefit
also,
there.
Arun,
Yeah,
people like Sharmila have
right.
to come and do sessions with us or take a lead on this, building this community.
Correct.
So Sharmila, maybe sometime you have to come and share. Maybe it will be network. If it's good, I can walk you around what I've done in Udupi now in 2 minutes. You'll get really excited to see what I've done here.
That
My
would be
workstations. Maybe I'll do at the end in 2 minutes. I will do it,
sure.
to really show what we have done here. Like this, learning from each other, showing to each other, it will be phenomenally good. Yes, Kiran, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Sri and Arun, for an insightful session. Definitely on the purpose side, what I really got connected and have to reflect upon is yeah, we all build our purpose based on prioritizing the roles that we play. And I think, Sri, your personal story where your daughter really helped you
Yeah,
to give you a feedback to make that course correction to choose the
yeah,
real purpose really helps. But that feedback loop probably is something that we need to build because we assume that the person for whom we are working is needing whatever our intervention is, and unfortunately, that may not be the reality. That's on the one reflection that I
exactly.
would like to make, and it will be very helpful for us to get those links that you talked about and share information in your
We'll
slides
send you all the
to
literature and
reflect
everything,
back.
books and everything.
And the second, and the second point, I'm not much into farming, but thing that I thought may be relevant and could help the community is we recently did a financial awareness program for tribals in ASR district in Andhra Pradesh, wherein there were a lot of people who owned about 4 to 5 acres of land were into farming. And then we did a third session wherein they came back to Vizag and reflected upon as to how they were interested to learn about good practices that would improve their livelihood and also probably do some value addition so that that can improve their income sources. So in your community, if you people can really make an intervention and make some difference to their life, that will be a great takeaway because there are about lots of villages in those tribal districts who are primarily dependent on the nature driven as an income source, and any
Absolutely.
intervention that could really help will change their lives free. And Arun and you could
Absolutely.
probably, I can connect back later and then see if we can do some program for them.
I
Sure.
mean, Kiran, there are organizations we want to partner with that. Kiran, first of all, your reflection on my life, my daughter has been a big change agent. And all of our life, don't wait for that change agent. Our aspiration is go to seventh grade, go to colleges. I know, Kiran, you and we are going to partner in a big time. This Kiran's firm support finance, then the company secretariat, and a lot of things. So we are going to partner with them in HR and a couple of other areas. So Kiran, absolutely, if we can come together and inspire young minds at a very early stage of their life to discover their purpose. And the purposeful leaders, if we can create in India at the seventh grade in K-12 education itself, you will see the impact we can make it. India is going to be exponential. So we don't wait for another daughter teaching dad what he should do in his life. We can do it another before the daughter born. If we can go and tell them how they need to find their purpose, it can be phenomenal. The second one, you're
Can't agree
absolutely right.
more, Sri.
Yeah. Another one is
More or less
India is
that.
absolutely. And another one is India is a land of agriculture. A lot of farmers doesn't know how to do farming. They don't have latest technology like satellite image, drone, IoT, and waterless farming like Israel does that and everything. That itself is that we call agri-tech. Our aspiration is to get that. And also, when I was in EY, a couple of my EY friends know it very well. We partnered with the Mohanlal, who is an actor in Kerala. He have a voluntary organization, which is a combination his father's and mother's name, and Vishwashanti. Vishwanath is his dad. Shanti is mom. So Vishwashanti. So we have taken in Wayanad district in Kerala the Adivasis, and we taught them how to do farming for Ayurveda medicinal plants, and we taught them how to do that. And we tied up with the Ayurveda pharmacy guys to buy these plants from them. It was a super success. So similarly, we need to really help people who are also. Vishwashanti is an organization who does that. Maybe I can get them to come to Andhra Pradesh or Telangana or wherever you want, and all of us can come together as part of this community. If we can do that, the impact is huge, isn't it? Look at this.
Yes.
These are the people, they rely on nature and land to give them livelihood, isn't it? And how do you help them? This will be phenomenal.
Thank
Thanks for,
you, Sri. Let's
yeah,
do that. Yeah. Thank
yeah,
you.
definitely. So Ritika, please take a note what Sharmila or Kiran mentioned so far. One of the very important thing is how do you follow up? How do you help these people to really realize that or come together that platform and partnership how we can build it. Yeah. Anybody else?
Okay, so I'll coordinate with them and
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah. Anybody else? Any comments, thoughts, questions, feedback?
Sri and everybody, good morning.
Hey, Mohan, hi.
Very exciting and good learning though, today being Saturday.
Yeah.
And I connect all those components and elements that you shared today to my personal life. And if I'm allowed to talk for a few minutes.
Please go ahead.
Yeah.
No. See, the purpose definitely changes as you evolve, as you grow. I can easily practically I can divide that into first 20 years, second 20 years, and third 20 years. I'm 64 now, and I can visually see how my purpose in life changed over a period of time, and it is very much connected, either intentionally or unintentionally. It is very much connected to the patient. You know what is mentioned in Gita, the Swadharmam. It's directly connected to your DNA, and the DNA is connectedly related to the purpose in your life, if you can go and analyze it. And I can talk about that. And it was a very useful session, Sri.
Yeah.
And it has to be, communicated to the people in this forum and outside the forum with some case studies, asking people to share their own experience as how they evolve, how they grow,
Absolutely.
what are the purposes that they set either intentionally or something that came from their innate quality, not from experience, etc. Some are born leaders, and they don't need to learn anything new to perform their leadership. Some are born leaders. So things like that, if you can bring to the table and share with the group, it would be really beneficial. It all depends on the audience and the group. But I would highly recommend to go on that direction and share that with the group.
Absolutely. Mohan, again, one Mohan, you're right. I don't say change. It will evolve. Purpose will evolve as you grow in your life. Change means you lack, it evolve because you get more clarity. So second one, I agree with you. If you can help our community to articulate their purpose and give a purpose story time, maybe 15 minutes or 20 minutes. We have a template. How do you make a purpose statement? How do you build an elevator speech on your purpose? And how do you narrate the purpose? Definitely, we'll do that. Last one, Mohan, I don't know whether you agree with me. We have my friend and advisor sitting just opposite me, Mr. Bhaskar Rao, or you and me, and many of us here. I know Arun, for example, and then my couple of EY friends in the call. All of us got connected in the first instance. Not nothing else. Something we call body chemistry, or some chemistry connected as that. But if you double click that chemistry connected as that, we are purposeful. Our purpose may be different.
Yeah.
But purposeful leaders get connected very fast.
True.
That's that's a psychic energy or something connects them.
That's the telepathy. It all goes with that nature. That gets by default, it gets connected. And if you see the language we speak, and if you see the thought process, they're all more or less 80% would fall in line.
Yeah, and even our own story, when I spoke to him in my new avatar as an entrepreneur, Mohan and myself, he started his journey in Dubai, new second career as an entrepreneur. Then he was looking for partnership. We spoke, we could connect. He asked a lot of interesting questions. Then he landed in Bangalore with another partner, Siad. who is from Riyadh, and we could get connected. And
Easy.
we connected. We decided to do business together. We never have at that time what is our revenue target, what is our shares, nothing. We agreed to do business, and we shook our hand on that day. Then just rest is history. I'm very sure history yet to be created at a very amplified way. So one of the things I've seen, purposeful leaders, God connect them. The supernatural power bring these people together to create. The same with Mr. Bhaskar Rao who's sitting here. When I want to be an entrepreneur, somehow I connected with him, and rest is history. I'm very sure we'll do amazing things. Yeah, maybe last one or two comments. Then, interest of time, we'll wrap it up.
Shri,
Anybody else?
hi, Shri, this is
Yeah, go ahead.
Pravasi.
Go ahead.
Great to see
Pravasi,
you
hi, go
again.
ahead. Hi, good to see you. Yeah. Good to see you. Go
One
ahead.
of the things which, and probably I'll connect with you separately as well. One of the things that
Yeah.
I am super interested in and invested in is building our next generation. So I do a lot of guest lectures in B schools, other places. And one of the reasons this has become sort of my passion is 2009. While I was with Wipro, I was sent to Gwalior to an engineering college. They had a CSR activity, and for 3 months I was stationed there. I taught a group of 14 people, all engineers. 2017, I was sitting in EY's cafeteria, and a young lady walks up to me and says, "Hi, Pravasi," and introduces that, you know what, in 2009, you taught us in Gwalior. That has stayed with me for a really long time, and that's exactly what I want to do going forward. And you spoke about a young girl sitting next to you who's being coached by someone else in different capacities. If even in volunteering capacity, if I can come in and support in any way, I'll be more than happy to. But as I said, I can take this offline as well.
Take Pravasi, just take you. If you don't have my number, take it 83769. Yeah, Pratik, you can put it my number in chat box. Then Bhaskar also want to talk last comment. Otherwise, I would have asked you. Then Pravasi, one thing I don't know, something common in many people in this call, and I've seen leading others is a noble profession like teaching and doctors. Leading others as a people manager or a leader, because it's a noble profession. You touches their life, you touches the family, touches the society, and leading others is an honor and a privilege. Like you mentioned, that girl who came and said, you taught us in the schools. It has inspired me. Whenever I go in airport or somewhere, some people come and talk to me. Hey, Shri, you remember me? I met you here. You did this. I get a goosebump, and I feel so good. I feel so privileged. I so honored, and that's the meaning of a noble profession. So keep doing, Pravasi, and we want you as part of our community. We'll talk to you. Okay. Then I'll give to last comment to Bhaskar Rao, and then we will close the call. Yes, Bhaskar.
How to nurture trust when there is no trust in purpose and performing? Like I have a purpose. When I share it, people don't believe me. How to build trust when I share the purpose with others? This is my question.
Yeah, it's a great question. It is not only with the purpose, the trust come from two things. There's a book written on that. I always practice this. They call two C's to bring trust. One is the character, and another one is competency. And none of us want to have a trusting relationship with others who's incompetent, isn't it? Who can't deliver, who can't add any value to my life and career. So competency is very important in building trust, or it's a foundation of trust. That means, yes, I can. He will deliver. He will contribute. He will add my value because I see competency in him. Second one is the character. The character is, I do not explain character. We can talk hours together on character. Character is, can I believe in you? Are you one-sided, or are you open? Are you transparent? And this character and competency, which leads to trust, is built over multiple transactions. I've seen this in leadership journey. People just, "Shri, trust me." I said, I want to trust you, but help me to trust you. I don't see the competency. I don't see the character in you. So Every transaction, others judge your competency and your character. Every transaction in your life, every stages, every actions, every interaction in your life is judged by others using two. They may not explain this model. Are you a competent person? Can I trust you to deliver? Can I trust you to contribute in from your competency perspective and character? Are you, what kind of a character you bring to the table? Are you selfish? Are you manipulative? So people will that. So that's one thing I tell all people: character and competencies are the foundation of trust. You cannot say, I trust me, nobody will trust you by saying trust me. And in fact, people who tell 2, 3 times trust me, I don't trust them, because that's what psychology taught me. It's called reaction formation. That person knows that he cannot be trusted, but he want to cover it up psychologically or unconsciously, saying that trust me. In every sentence he tells, trust me. And I said, I want to trust you. Help me to trust me. Trust you. That's my quick comment on that. Yeah. Okay. Now I'll give Master Rao for a closing remarks. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. It was. Go ahead.
Is it working?
Yes, working. They can hear you. Go ahead. Yeah.
As an English language teaching professional and having a passion for words, what I find in the whole session is we use words and words and words and words, but ultimately what counts is how these words are realized in action. So when you speak of passion for green, my concern is there are millions and millions of acres of land lying vacant in this country. But now, unfortunately, the entire world is actually growing old, in the sense all the youngsters in many, many countries, including India, are leaving their towns and going to cities. So this passion for green may have to be shifted from the rural areas to our urban centers, what I call urban ambience. So how do you try to reach this passion for green into our city centers? Because Udupi is a small town. When I grew up in Udupi, I remember for every 20 minutes or so, a car would pass by a road. But today it has become almost like a metropolitan city. Now here, even in small towns, high-rise buildings are coming up, apartments are coming up. People are selling their land and they're moving near the city. Now, how do you actually try to take this passion for green to these apartments, to these skyscrapers? That would be the question for the future, perhaps.
Yeah.
That is an important thing that we have to do when we think of passion for green.
Yeah.
That is just my solution.
We discussed, Mr. Bhaskara, one is vertical farming, garden, your terrace farming, your balcony farming, and everything can be huge science. That's what we want to get a vendor in Bangalore near Hesarkata. He does that. He does help people and bring technology. And even we can get CSR funding to help this. A lot of companies are ready to fund for green.
Thought of, for example, to reach 150 apartments in Bangalore, that would be a good project.
Absolutely. Very good. Very, very definable. Excellent. He said, can you define 50?
Each apartment, each flat owner may have to spend, say, 1,000 rupees also per month. But if a company can actually arrange to make their balcony look green, that would be a great thing.
Absolutely.
That would be fine.
Yeah. So I went to.
Even in small towns like Udupi,
Absolutely.
where it is terribly hot. So if you can have some greenery in each balcony, that would be great.
Absolutely. And the last one, adding to that, that's a good challenge, Bhaskar. I said, okay, now show me in 50 apartments in Bangalore, you can build a green in their balcony. It can be vegetable or whatever it may be. Then another one, when I was in Bangalore, I went to Ramakrishna Ashram. I met Ramakrishna Ashram provides free hostels to village students coming to Bangalore to do engineering or higher education. So I went to address the students and Ramakrishna Ashram Swamiji. And he made me to stay one day there, morning yoga, and every student staying in the students hostel have to clean their toilet and everything, and they have to participate in yoga and everything. So one thing he said, Sri, I like your thoughts and everything. But can you help me with one thing? Lot of students who are coming from village and take free accommodation and they don't go back to villages. They get a job here.
Exactly.
And I have seen their parents coming and crying that Swamiji, can you help my son to come back? Then he said, Swamiji, that's our indie village construct. That means we want to start villages, delivery centers, and help the students morning 7 to or a 6 to 9 farming in their village farmland, which their parents have. Then work up to 5 or 4 o'clock. Then again tell them to go back and 2 hours before the sunset, do farming in this. And Swamiji said, that's a great idea. Tell me how we can do. That may be another one we need to take it up. Getting more indie villages and helping these people to really spend 1 or 2 hours every day in their farmland to do farming and help their parents. That's a great thought he had. Yeah. Yeah. So just thank you very much.